This is what I've discovered. There is the self we think we are, the self that attempts to deal with the outside world of reality. This self I call the ego.
We are going to keep radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of our country.
Protest ends with over 600 arrested and the widespread opinion that the demonstration made everyone a loser.
When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, our west coast became a potential combat zone. Living in that zone were more than 100,000 persons of Japanese ancestry, 2/3 of them American citizens, 1/3 aliens. We knew that some among them were potentially dangerous, but no one knew what would happen among this concentrated population if Japanese forces should try to invade our shores. Military authorities therefore determined that all of them, citizens and aliens alike, would have to move.
Terrorists. Every one of you are terrorists. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. You can smile at me. You can say whatever you want. But every Muslim is a terrorist.
Every single case, it's some little black asshole behaving like a savage, and he gets himself in trouble, shockingly enough.
Nearly 180,000 illegal immigrants with criminal records ordered deported from our country are tonight roaming free to threaten peaceful citizens.
To take these people on, they are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators.
But ego is never the master of self, for we are constantly bedeviled by powerful unconscious forces in our beings. Superego is rigid, punishing, and repressive, an inheritance from the repression of our parents and the restrictions that are part of the society we grow up in.
As they too face the task of building a new government on a perilous frontier, we must always consider, he said, that we shall be as a city upon a hill.
They shared his vision for America as a shining city upon a hill, a nation making the 21st century the American century, not just for the sake of America, but for the sake of the world.
The phrase comes from John Winthrop, who wrote it to describe the America he imagined. What he imagined was important because he was an early pilgrim, an early freedom man. He journeyed here on what today we'd call a little wooden boat, and like the other pilgrims, he was looking for a home that would be free.
But this is our country. This country was built by our forefathers. It's sustained by us. It's going to remain our country.
About the ethnic cleansing of America and the destruction of the American way of life and a new Bolshevik-style society with no freedom of speech in this country. That's really where we're going in America, and that's got to change.
Throwing God out of the public square, out of the schools. The abortionists have got to bear some burden for this because God will not be mocked, and when we destroy 40 million little innocent babies, we make God mad. I really believe that the pagans and the abortionists and the feminists and the gays and the lesbians who are actively trying to make that an alternative lifestyle, the ACLU, People for the American Way, all of them who tried to secularize America, I point the finger in their face and say, you helped this happen.
Before ego developed in us, there was id. Id. Id is all that is primitive and infantile within us. Id is the blind instincts of sexual desire and aggression.
Jews will not replace us! Jews will
The struggles between id and superego can be the source of our growth and progress as individuals, but only if we are aware of them and understand them. Without that understanding of those half-tamed demons that live within us, we are enslaved by our unconscious drives and emotions. We are victims of our own past.